Hey, you two. Sam back at you again. I hope y'all are having a good hump day. Um, Only 2 days ago, and you can shut it down and get some sleep, get some rest, or whatever you choose to do. But just whatever you do, just wake up every day with a purpose to do something better than you did yesterday. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead on and talk about this story. But let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm going to say some things that a lot of people may not like, um, and I'm going to say a few choice four-letter words. Some of them maybe six, seven, eight letters, depending on how far I go with it. But that may not be worthy, or if you don't want to hear it, I mean, either you could stop the video now, or if you got that tough skin, just listen to it. But it's a shame that when we go to church for a spiritual healing. No matter what, I mean, we all go through stuff in life, and we go to our pastor, or an associate pastor, or a co-pastor, or another leader in the church, to try to talk some things through. You got something on your mind, you want to talk things through. But then you got these assholes up in the church, and I'm gonna say it just like it is. You got these pedophiles up in the church now. Just do. I'm gonna read this story, and I'm gonna dig all the way up in this pastor's ass. I'm sorry, all the way up in this bishop's ass. I'm gonna dig all the way up in it. So I'm just gonna put it out there. So it gonna be raw, and I'm gonna be ready. All right. Church forgives pedophile priest with HIV who allegedly raped 30 children. Now I'm gonna let that topic right there sit right there. I'm not saying not to forgive, because you're supposed to be able to forgive folk. As hard as it can be, you got to forgive folks, and a lot of times it ain't for you. It's not for them. It's for you. But at some time when you forgive somebody, it is for them. But at some point, it's just like, yeah, I can forgive you, but no, this ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna go from there. And listen to what they saying now. I'm gonna read it exactly what they saying. Listen to this right here. How merciful the church could be with this report. The Catholic Church had absolved priest after who faces no criminal charges for raping girls under 10 years old. So you telling me the church is going to forgive this priest? Now, mind you, he's raping little girls. How can you forgive? Well, I don't want to say how can you forgive, but you telling me that y'all ain't gonna bring no rape charges on this man who been raping little girls? Do you realize the trauma and the mental shit that these little girls gonna have to go through? Let's continue. The world's biggest religion has acquitted after admitted to raping. Well, this is what they write now. I didn't write this. If I was a journalist, I wouldn't have wrote it like this. I'm just gonna say it, since obviously they can't get their words right on here. I'm just gonna say it. The world's biggest religion has acquitted this Catholic priest after he admitted to raping almost 30 girls between the ages of 5 and 10 years old. Can you imagine what those parents got to go through? Can you imagine the counseling and all that? Not just for the children, but the parents too, because the parents didn't see it. How do you not know? But anyway, Jose Garcia Atolfo, the pedophile priest with HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, was cleared of any wrongdoing, who won't face any criminal charges, despite the fact that he knew he was infected with HIV when he sexually abused all the children he admitted to raping. So you telling me this man, you might as well say he just killed every child that he's ever raped. He used his penis as a loaded gun to kill those girls. You got 30 girls that have to go through the rest of their life to see. They have to get tested every 6 months for the rest of their life. And God, I pray to God, none of them will contract or have contracted HIV that can go into full-blown AIDS. I'm going to tell you right now, if I was one of them parents, Lord knows, I'd probably hang him up by his balls and just go ahead and commence to whipping that ass. I'm going to tell you, man, I probably peel his muffin cap back blue, in the words of Kevin Hart. I promise you, this is not a game. This man has admitted to raping 30 girls, knowing that he was infected with HIV. And y'all, okay, I can't see, Lord, I know it's wrong, but I can't see me forgiving that man for infecting girls, or possibly infecting girls. Raping was bad enough, but now you gave these girls a death sentence. He has literally sentenced these girls to death. Let's continue. According to some report, a mother of one of the priest's victims wrote a letter addressed to the Pope asking to meet with him in Rome to discuss the case. But the Vatican responded to the letter and declared the matter closed. So they ain't even want to hear about the shit, because I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't just that priest. It's every other one that they know. I don't understand. This religion is known. I'm not trying to bash any Catholic or the religion at all, but this religion is known for its priests preying on young kids. I don't understand how y'all can sit there and think this shit is okay, man. But yet, if a ordinary citizen in the community go out here and molest 30 girls, knowing he's infected with HIV, and shit, y'all would probably put him in a get a fire squad, tell him stand on the wall and chop him down. But he's a priest, so you think because he's a priest, he's held at a higher standard? To a degree, yes, he is held at a higher standard, because he is supposed to be leading the sheep. But let me tell y'all something, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all get an understanding. Not everybody that gets in front of that pulpit and on that altar was called by God. The devil speaks to people too. He comes in many sizes, shapes, and forms. This man is a wolf. This man is a predator. I'm going to continue to read. They had the nerve to put father, and I'm not calling him that shit. A tall folk admitted to sexually abusing well over 24 children, many of whom were indigenous young girls from Oaxaca, a state in southern Mexico known for its large indigenous population. So wait a minute, hold on. And I hope I said the name right. If I didn't, and somebody know about that place in southern Mexico, please put in the message box pronunciation and tell me how it, so I can get it right. So wait a minute. Hold on. Let me read some more. Because of the significant influence that the Catholic Church wields, you hear me? Listen to that word. Wields in Mexico, the priest won't face any criminal charges, particularly for his crimes in areas populated by indigenous ethnic groups. So you telling me with a straight face, because they are indigenous people, they are less than human, and they don't deserve to be treated fairly? Is that what the fuck you telling me? Excuse my manners. Man, is that what you telling me? You telling me that because they are indigenous, They should be treated less than human. And anything that happens to them, whether it's by a priest or anybody else, you're going to excuse it because they are of a lower class of people? Are you really shitting me right now? You got to be kidding me. Man, let me tell you something. Anytime you are willing to forgive a man who is infected with HIV, he has raped over 30 girls stemming from the age of 5 to 10 years old. And you guys are okay with that. So if you didn't do no criminal charges on him, I guarantee you he's going somewhere else to do the same shit. It's not the matter of if he's going to do it, it's when. Let's continue. The report first appeared on the Spanish language news website Urgenta24.com, says the priest, who absolved of any wrongdoing by the Archdiocese of Mexico. So let me tell you something, he's doing the same thing. If you are allowing it to happen, then you're doing it. You are just as guilty as that man right there. Sorry bastards. They also said only 2 out of the 30 rape victims have come forward to denounce the acquittal. Lord have mercy. Another Mexican-based website, Anonymous Mexico, reported that the mother of one of the victims asked to meet with Pope Francis in Rome, but she was rebuffed by the Vatican, which wrote a letter stating that it considered the matter closed. Earlier this year, it can be remembered that Pope Francis announced that his church would be reducing penalties for pedophile priests by relocating them to a different church and offering them support rather than punishing them. So let me get this motherfucker straight. You got the law, forgive my manners. You telling me you're not going to press charges on him, but you're going to send him to another church to go and do the same thing to another set of girls. So next thing you know, you're going to have another, and this time it ain't going to be 30. It's going to be more than that. And I can promise you right now, it's more than 30. That's 30 that he's telling. It's really more than that. He's been doing that forever. Priests supposed to take a vow of celibacy. Priests are not supposed to get married. They're supposed to take a vow of celibacy. But see, get married. So that means you ain't got to marry no woman, so you going to screw boys, little girls. So you telling me that this man don't deserve, he is a serial rapist of children. And then the archdiocese got the nerve to say that they're going to lessen the penalties of pedophile priests. So you telling me that it's okay. Let me tell you something. Me and my mom talked the other day, and I said, Mom, it seems like this world is almost like a modern Sodom and Gomorrah, a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. You got parents killing the kids, kids killing the parents, husband killing wives, wives killing husbands. I mean, come on, man. What is going on? And now it's okay for the church and the Catholic religion. You telling me you all have allowed pedophilia. You have allowed pedophilia. Then we wonder why these kids are walking around here with all kind of mental issues. We have failed. We as a society of adults have failed these children. I'm just going to be honest with you. Y'all can say, I ain't failed my kids. Let me tell you something. It's not just about your family only. Every family should be able to look after each other's family. And I know somebody say, ain't nobody going to do that. You know, all this racism going on. Yeah, that's true. But I remember when I was a kid, okay, we knew everybody up and down our road. We had dirt roads back then when I was a little girl. They paved roads now. They big time now. But, I'm just saying. And we knew everybody on that road. We did something wrong. Oh, yeah, we got our ass whipped. And my grandma or my mother knew before we got there or when we got there. And they said it right there in front of them, where you can go ahead on and deny it if you want to. I'm telling your mama right in front of you. So you can go ahead and deny it if you want to. And then we got our ass whooped again, or we got a strong talking to. It was either or sometimes it was both. But at the same damn time, we didn't turn out so bad. We ain't go to jail. We ain't in no trouble. None of that crazy stuff. We ain't out here hooked on drugs. None of that crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? These girls are gonna forever be dealing with something in their mental psyche for the rest of their life. Do you understand me? And the Catholic Church is okay with pedophilia. That's scary as hell. Being a Catholic is one of the biggest religions in the world. And you got all these little usher boys or whatever you want to call them and all that stuff, and they at the church and you trusting your pastor. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on with your kids, man. Come on, man. Anyway, let me keep reading. Francis said that the controversial move were designed to create a more merciful church. So who's going to have mercy on these little girls? You're looking at the church. You're not even looking at the fact these people that he did, they are humans. They have a soul. You looking at the church. You're not looking at the people. The people make the church, man. The church don't make the people. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail reported sexual abuse of minors by priests and the subsequent cover-ups by bishops and other church officials have been widespread in many countries, including the United States. And yes, that is very true. In 2012, when the issue was thrust into the national spotlight following the Boston Globe revealed the extent to which the local archdiocese shielded abusive priests by being exposed to the public even though it knew they exposed a danger to young parishioners. The Globe expose, which detailed abuse cases that numbered in the thousands over a span of several decades, inspired other victims to come forward, leading to the avalanche of lawsuits and criminal prosecutions. Also in 2004, the Vatican reopened a prior investigation against Father Marcio Marcel, who was accused of sexually abusing minors as well as fathering 6 children by 3 different women. Shut your damn mouth. Papa was a rolling stone. In the words of the Temptations, wherever he laid his hat was his home. He over there making babies. A priest does not suppose. We all know. But this is the world we live in. And it's a sin and a shame. The church is supposed to be a place where you go to get your soul revived, to get maybe to hear a word that God can speak to your heart, speak to your soul. You could have went through a bad week at work, or you and your spouse could have had a little word, had a little disagreement, and you just need to go and just hear a word. But when you got people in there playing church, because that's what they're doing, they playing church, it's a role. For a lot of these pastors, it's an act. And they get paid well to act. It's about that dollar. Trust and believe that. You think it's a game? It's not a game. I'm telling you. Ain't everybody that goes in that pulpit and behind that podium is called by God to preach. The devil can talk to you just like God can talk to you. And it's a sin and a shame that They prey on people's weaknesses, and then they wonder why a lot of people have gone away from the church. It's not a game. A lot of people have strayed away from the church. I used to go to church every Sunday. Do I go to church every Sunday now? No. It's not that I don't know who God is. I know who I serve. I know who provides for me, who protects me, who takes care of me. I know where my strength and my help comes from, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I love God. Am I always right? No. Do I do shit that's wrong? Yeah, like I'm cursing right now, but at the same time, I'm a work in progress like everybody else. But anyway, it's a sin and a shame that the Catholic Church thinks more of its priests than its parishioners. So they're going to send this pastor, they're going to send this guy to another church to do the same thing to another group of girls. And it ain't the matter if he's going to do it, it's when. So you want to get him some help. That ain't stopping nothing. The only thing that's going to stop that sorry bastard right there is death. I ain't wishing death on that man, but that man is going to continue to do that until he can't do it no more. And even if his little talawhacker can't get up, Cialis, Viagra, you name it, he going to get it if he ain't got it already. So you telling me this man rather have sex with kids than find a grown woman? Hell, the other man made 3 babies got all these kids, got 6 kids by 3 different women. He laying pipe like a plumber. I mean, damn, liquid plumber ain't got nothing on him. His pipes ain't gonna ever get clogged. I mean, damn. Talk about a maintenance man. But anyway, that's all I got. And I thank y'all for watching. You like this video, hit that like button. Share this video. If you like the video and you want to share it, subscribe to my channel. And y'all have a good night. Peace.